Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to Unquiet Live. Today we have a very special guest, LA's own SadGirl. We've been wanting SadGirl on for quite some time, and we're very excited to make it happen. But before we get into that, I want to let you know that today's video is brought to you by DistroKid. If you're an artist, you're trying to get your songs onto Spotify, onto Apple Music, iTunes, everywhere, but you don't know how, use DistroKid to do it. DistroKid takes your music, uploads it to all those streaming services, all those platforms, and they do it for one yearly fee and give you 100% of the royalties. So they don't take anything beyond that one yearly fee. They're the best. That's exactly how art should be. That's how you should do it. And you should use DistroKid, and you should use DistroKid with the link in the description of this video because it gives you a discount on your first year's fee, and it supports Unquiet Live all at once. So it's a win-win for all of us. Get your music out there. Stop sitting on your music. One day you'll be like SadGirl, you'll be playing a million shows, doing all this cool stuff, but your first step is to get your songs out there. So use DistroKid, link in bio, and enjoy the episode. We are back at Unquiet Live here at the Haven in Pomona, and we are with the one and only SadGirl. What's up, SadGirl? Good to see you. Sorry for blowing up your DMs for the past 3 years, and we're finally here, and I'm so happy. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, you want to just get into the first song?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Hello, I wanted to write you a song, but everything I write is wrong. It's always been that way. Oh, I know there's nothing left I can say. Gambled it all and I paid. It's funny it works out that way. I've seen better days, but I don't mind. I've got memories that'll outlast time. Thinking of golden days with you by my side, and I cry. Hello, I wanted to say I was wrong. I understand you moving on. How could I treat you that way? I think of mistakes I've made throughout my life. Don't matter which words I say or if they rhyme. It won't bring you back to me, right to my side, and I cry. Goodbye. I wanted to tell you so long, to sit down and write you a song. I don't think I can anymore.
Beautiful.
Sick. That felt pretty good.
Absolutely gorgeous. That was amazing. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Do y'all want to say just a quick hello, just so we know who's in the band?
Hello. Yeah, what's up? My name is Misha. I play guitar.
My name's Rayla. I play bass.
My name's Bill. I play pedal steel.
Amazing. which is pretty great, by the way. This first time seeing a pedal steel in here in this room. So I'm actually very curious. A quick first question for you. Like, where did you learn pedal steel, and when did that come to be?
Well, pretty much YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah. It's hard to find someone else that plays pedal steel.
Yeah.
So
Kind of cornered the market.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Only person. I don't even have to be good.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I'm here.
You just have to have a pedal steel.
Yeah. Once you get one.
And you're like the best in town.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, yeah, again, thank you so much for being here. I know we've been working on it for a minute, and it means a lot. And I have a lot of questions for you. But we could get into where I want to start is really like, okay, so your sound is very timeless, and the way that you write music and make music is very timeless. But and you have this like classic kind of soulful thing, and especially now with the pedal steel, it's like a little classic country singer songwriter in there, and like all these things. But your live shows, they also hit this market where it's like kind of the like indie punk world, where like kids are like moshing and crowd surfing and like all that stuff. And I'm so curious how you feel about living in both worlds, and how that kind of came to be when you were starting off. Is that just like the crowds you were in and the lineups you were on, so you had to like match that energy, or?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of that. I think honestly it's just natural from the music that I grew up listening to and appreciating. I think it would be forced if I like tried to box myself into like writing and making music in one particular style or genre.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like Rayla can attest to it. Like one of the coolest things ever is like kids moshing to slow ballads is like the coolest shit. Like people crowd surfing to a love song is like the coolest thing ever. So
totally.
If we can live in that sweet spot, I mean, I'm lucky enough to have like phenomenal friends and people around me who are like really talented musicians, like Bill and Rayla. And we get to do like interesting iterations of the project like this, where we can strip down the songs and make them kind of more country ballad oriented, which is like a really nice take on the songs. And then we get to get up on stage and do like a full band like punk version of it, which is like equally as fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And on this current run, you've just been playing a couple shows, and you've been doing it a little bit more acoustic, stripped back, right?
Yeah, it's my first time ever doing that, but Bill plays in Starcrawler, who are, they're all really good friends of mine, and I feel like they really pushed me to like play these shows with them, and doing it kind of like solo acoustic was a way of making it like a feasible and really low pressure. I say low pressure, but it's like the most stressful thing I've ever
That's
done.
what I was gonna ask, because you're usually used to like.
Yeah, I've never done it before. So we played last week in San Francisco, and it was the first time I've ever done acoustic solo style. And yeah, it's extremely nerve-wracking, but really fun. And Bill's been joining me on pedal steel, so that's awesome. Rayla's gonna join us both for the next few shows in California.
Nice.
And then on the 29th, we're doing a full band show in Long Beach. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. I feel like it's got to be a fun change of pace a little bit, but it's got to be nice. Keeps it fresh. And I guess with part of that, and kind of leads into my next question. With Goodbye Queenie, like I read that it was kind of a goodbye to the old like iteration of SadGirl, or like to all those songs, and you're kind of stepping into this new light, or this like new era of the project.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, could you kind of explain a little bit, or like what were you kind of saying goodbye to? What are you focusing on now with SadGirl?
Yeah, I mean, I started the project when I was in my early 20s, and I think naturally when you're a creative person, your inclination is to evolve and to kind of make things that inspire you, and I think it was just like sort of a personal like message of closure to kind of like open up some new doors, really, which was to just kind of treat the project in a little bit more of a creative fashion, where I feel comfortable doing things like these acoustic shows, or doing like a live session where we can have pedal steel on it and stuff, where honestly it's being really selfish, to be honest. It's like just like I've always loved pedal steel, and I love country music, I love all kinds of music, so it's an opportunity to explore different avenues in a way.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
And is that going to be kind of more apparent on the upcoming music? Like, is there going to be a little, like, is pedal steel featured on any of the
Well, that's a
upcoming
good
recordings or?
I don't know. You have to tune in to find out.
All right, I like that. Awesome. And then I wanted to ask about the most recent song before we get into the next couple songs from y'all. But I feel like that one it's very heavy and like it feels very personal. And when you're writing those, like, is it more difficult to put that out in the world, or is it more difficult to actually like get the pen on paper? Is it more difficult like showing it to the first person? You know what I mean? Like it.
What you mean when you're doing like more kind of personal songs like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I think, maybe perhaps it can be like slightly embarrassing in a way when you're being so kind of candid about things. But I think it's such an important thing for me personally to do that. It plays such a huge role in my life to be able to have that as an outlet, that I kind of just say, fuck it. And just do it, you know. It's the good outweighs the nervousness. It's like likewise doing these acoustic shows. Like it honestly was really scary getting up there, but I feel that it's such an important thing to challenge yourself and do new shit.
Totally.
That it's the good far outweighs the fear.
Yeah, amazing.
So, yeah,
love that. And I mean, I feel like that translates so well. Like that's something I loved about when we first started this thing. We were doing it more. It was literally in my studio apartment, so like we couldn't do full bands, and so
Amazing.
It was all just like acoustic, stripped down music, and it was so fun to kind of showcase like if there's this big rock song or whatever, like if you could strip it back to just like an acoustic guitar and like a bass and a pedal steel, like that's how it's like a great song. Like the song
100%.
is there. So
Yeah.
And I feel like you're a great songwriter, so it translates in this kind of setup as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, it's interesting. You do strip it back, and it's kind of the core. It's like the foundation of the music.
Right.
So it's nice.
Yeah. Can't hide.
Good. Yeah, you can't hide. It's true.
Awesome. So with that, do you want to get into the next couple songs?
Yeah, totally. Let's do it. Should we do Learn to Swim?
Sure.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm treading water every day. I know that I ought to find a place to stay. Guess that I'd better learn to swim. 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 Feels like it's almost over every day. I know that I ought to find a way out. Guess that I'd better learn to swim. 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 Guess that I'd better learn to swim.
Sick. And then we're going right into another one? Yeah? Okay. Should we do another breakfast? You want to try it? Yeah. Okay. Doesn't call another breakfast.
I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna fuck around. I'm trying to pick myself up from off the ground. I don't want another breakfast. I just need some time to think. I don't need a glass of water. I've had enough to drink. You're on your own with nothing left to give. Is this a home with no one to share it with? Is this a song if you're singing it alone? I don't want another lecture. I can hardly feel my ears. Everybody's got the answer, but I can't see so clear. You're wrong. You're own with nothing left to give. Is this a home with no one to share it with? Since she's gone, you're learning how to live. Is this a song if you're singing it alone?
Cool.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
One takes. That's impressive. This is very impressive. Didn't you like just start? Or you haven't really like rehearsed these
Oh,
songs?
we fully have not rehearsed.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were supposed to say that. Really. We've been playing these songs for years.
Right.
Yeah, no, Bill and I, the first time we ever played these songs together for the most part was at Soundcheck before the show in San Francisco last week.
Jeez.
And the second time we ever played these songs was right now. And then Raylan and I, obviously, we play together pretty often, but we've never done, some of these songs we've never done, and definitely not in this arrangement.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. Well, touche.
They're just that good.
They just are that good. That's amazing. Well, yeah, I mean, that song is it hits so hard. So good. Thank you for writing that. Thank you for releasing
Oh,
it.
yeah, thank you so much. That's very kind.
Yeah, it's a great one. I wanted to ask, we got a bunch of fan questions in, so I want to make sure to answer all those, and they're a little strange, but we'll run through them.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I did want to ask, like, because I know you've kind of seen, like, you've been around the LA scene for quite a while, and you've kind of seen it, like, transition through different things, and, like, you've been, I feel like you've been, like, I don't know, like a very beloved, like, artist in the scene for a long time. Do you remember, like, the moment, was there a moment when it, like, really clicked, and when you were like, oh, this is actually working, I could actually, like, maybe like do this?
Yeah, I do.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was, we managed to save up enough money to press our own 7-inch, which it was the first release we ever did, and it had Breakfast Is Over on one side and Norma and Jessica on the other side, and we did a record release show for it in Venice at Time Warp Music, which is not there anymore, and yeah, it cracked. It was like
Damn.
a great show, like fantastic energy, and we sold a ton of records, and it was just like, oh shit, we can keep doing this.
Yeah,
you know,
that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you really embody that spirit of like the kind of DIY spirit, right? Like you screen print your own stuff still, and like
for the most part.
That's so cool.
Yeah, like 90% of the stuff that I do, I'll design myself or work really closely with artists that I like a lot or our friends.
Yeah.
And then I screen print a ton of it myself, or like make and manufacture it, or like track down the people that can do it if I can't do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a real strong proponent of seizing the means of production.
Yeah.
I think it's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and especially because like when you have that all kind of in-house and you like know how to make it work yourself, when a team does come along, like it's so much easier to amplify that stuff. Like I'm sure, I don't know if you still work with David from Suicide Squad, or Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he's part of Suicide Squad. Him, the Joker, Harley Quinn.
I don't know if you know Margot Robbie from Suicide Squeeze. No. But yeah, I mean, it must have just been so nice to be like, oh wow, you're an artist who like does everything already. Like, cool. Now we could focus on other things to help. Like,
well, David's amazing. In particular, we still talk pretty regularly, and he's been doing it for such a long time and has such an ear and an eye for really talented and interesting musicians, and I feel like maybe shares a similar ethos to me in terms of like, sort of like not only doing it yourself, but kind of spreading the wealth as much as you can in terms of whatever knowledge you have or resources. So he's definitely been, like a mentor in certain senses when it comes to that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Shout out to David.
Yeah, big shout out to David for sure.
That's great. And then one more question from mine before all these fan questions. But you speak to like the artists that you work with and the friend kind of group that you have. Does that also include like your music videos? Because your music videos look like full-on feature films. They look incredible.
Yeah,
like,
thank you very much. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the project has always been like a full just outlet for me to do fun, creative projects and like to get whatever artistic ideas are in my head. It's been like a really good vehicle to get that stuff out into the world. And likewise with the videos, have always been like incredibly collaborative and have either started with an idea of like a director of mine who's a close friend, or of myself that I've pitched to a friend that's a director or a filmmaker. And like getting a chance to work alongside my friends to whatever capacity, it's like the best.
That's amazing.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, I legitimately like use your music videos as like templates for so many things. Like,
amazing!
Even on like my job, like I like show it to people. I'm like these are the colors. This is the thing.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, and I'm sure that like that there are people out there that can like connect to this, but like visuals, whether it's music videos or like movies, play such a huge role in kind of like cementing like the vibe of a song. Like you might listen to a song your entire life, but then you see it in an episode of whatever show that you're like addicted to in this way that you haven't considered before, and all of a sudden it like clicks in a different way.
Totally.
Or like movie soundtracks that I don't know, there are like a few movie soundtracks that really sculpted my brain, I think.
Ooh, I gotta hear those. Anything immediately?
We'll talk about it later. No, I mean like the Pulp Fiction soundtrack's pretty good. Yeah. There's like a load of like soul and surf on there. Totally. It's like amazing. But yeah, in general, there's some like I think in my mind, if you can create some kind of a world and a narrative that like really enhances the song. So like rather than waiting for a song to be in some movie that like makes it resonate in this way, you just make your own movie.
Amazing.
And then put the song in it.
That's so tight. I love that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie The Room? Like the Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I don't know why that just made me think of that, because I like that movie. Is obviously like it's kind of a wild movie, but his whole thing, like I really respect of like no one's gonna pick up my movie, so I'm just gonna make one myself.
Yeah, it's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
I like to consider myself the Tommy Wiseau of the DIY music scene in Los Angeles. That's what Rayla always says.
All the time.
She's calling me Tommy Wiseau. It's constant. It's like
That's what he
Tommy
saved us in my
Wiseau, Tommy
phone.
Wiseau,
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
You sometimes forget his real name.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Right. That's
Tommy.
Awesome. And then I guess let's just run through these so that the fans feel heard. But But okay, so what is your favorite film of 2022 and or of all time?
Rayla, you want to answer what my favorite film of 2022 is? We saw it together in theaters.
Oh, Crimes of the Future.
Fantastic.
The new.
The new
Cronenberg.
Crimes of the Future.
Yeah,
New Cronenberg.
not the old one.
No.
The new one.
Interesting.
Loved it.
You're probably one of the first people that hasn't said everything everywhere all at once.
I like that too.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen Crimes of the Future by David Cronenberg.
That's true.
You gotta see it.
Rayla was like aghast when the credits when it was so
Did you like
funny.
it?
She's not crazy about like
I don't
body
like-
stuff.
Body horror. So
And it's
I don't
body
know why
horror.
I went to see a Cronenberg film, but I loved the costumes.
Nice. That's like,
Yeah. See it. It's scary. It's disgusting. It's sexy. It's weird. I would go see it.
nice. Good recommendation. Do you have one? Comes to mind?
No.
It's all good.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, it is a great one. It is a great one. Bill, anything?
Misha and I saw Jurassic Park together.
Nice.
It was pretty bad. But,
I think I fell asleep at one point.
yeah, it was bad. I don't know.
I mean, that's a good answer.
Pass, yeah.
We saw Nope together too, which I
Oh
also
yeah, that was
slept
good.
through.
Oh,
But
really?
I, to be fair, I'd seen it. This was my second time seeing it.
Oh, okay.
Seeing it with Bill.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Good reviews. What is your favorite song to perform live?
It kind of depends. I feel like there's such a breadth of genres, but I mean, it's pretty fun playing Motor Breath, huh? Rayla? Yeah, that's a good one. Gets people going.
Good answer. Good answer. From the band? Well, you play with them all the time, so I can't ask Bill that since he
Bill, what's your favorite
what's
Starcrawler
your
song to
favorite?
play
they played
live?
one song.
I like playing Goodbye Queenie with Misha.
Nice.
Yeah, I like playing Goodbye Queenie with you too, Bill.
Nice. Yeah.
I love them all. So.
Perfect.
Very good answer.
I like
Very great
playing.
answer.
I like playing Learn to Swim, and I like playing Motor Breath
Nice.
too.
Good answers. You've toured with a lot of bands, but is there a band you haven't gotten a chance yet and want to?
Damn. That's a good question. There are probably a few out there. We've played with Shannon and the Clams a couple of times. It would be really fun to tour with those guys. You know who'd be really cool to tour with is the Violent Femmes. That would be a fun one.
That'd be crazy.
That would be amazing.
Should we manifest that? Put
Let's
that one out there?
manifest
Yeah, that'd be good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I would love that.
Good call. Great answer.
Or Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, yeah.
No, Misha's a Sublime kid.
That's true. I'm a Sublime kid. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Long Beach, right?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Venice though, and I feel like we adopted them somehow as
Yeah.
like the band of Venice Beach.
Nice.
So,
Was it very like Dogtown-y? Like where? Like
Oh,
skating?
100%.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
yeah, it was like when I was growing up in Venice, it was still like skate punks, graffiti crews, like punk bands. It was still a little bit dangerous and
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Venice is such a wild place because now it's like insanely expensive. But like
insane.
years,
Yeah.
like not too long ago, it was like kind of like an area you didn't really want to be around. right?
Yeah.
like
yeah, there were parts where like you didn't walk.
yeah,
Like,
that's
don't go there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry for the sidebar fans. We'll get back to your questions. Let's see. Whose idea was it to hide flash drives with another breakfast?
That was Rayla's genius idea.
Which Bill actually gave to me in a dream.
That's
So-
right. Bill, thank you so much.
So yeah, it's actually mine.
That was a classic Bill inception.
Classic Bill.
Classic Bill.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it was me. I don't
What happened
Let
with
me
that?
take credit for that one.
You like hid the song?
Yeah, so I did like a series of USB flash drives that essentially had
Sick.
the song on it and the album artwork before it was released. And I hid them around LA, and then I did one in New York because I happened to be in
Dang.
New York at the time. So I did one at Swingers, which is a place that Rayla and Bill and myself frequent fairly oftenly.
Classic.
Oftenly. Threw one in Long Beach. Did one in Los Feliz, did one in like Chinatown, and then did one on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Damn, that's very cool. Very cool. And then let's do the last. This is a good one to end on. What's the most memorable moment you've had in your career?
In my career as a musician?
As a musician.
My most memorable moment? Oh, shit. Playing Dodger Stadium for Viva LA. No, just kidding. Sorry. That was probably a little bit of a dig. Yeah,
we love Renee.
We do love
Renee's
Renee.
amazing.
Yeah, we love Viva.
Yeah.
I don't know. Genuinely, I truly feel grateful to have the opportunity to play music at all.
Yeah.
And so anytime I get the chance to be on stage and do the stuff that I do, I feel very grateful. And I remember that kind of time period sort of early on in the band project when people were coming to the shows that I didn't know, like it wasn't just friends anymore, and they were singing the words to the songs, and that was just like, blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. So now when we get the chance to do stuff like, we play the Glass House or something, and it's filled with fucking kids who are singing along to the songs, I mean, it's like the best feeling in the world.
That's amazing.
I just feel grateful to be here.
Yeah.
The secret is, to everyone out there, is we're all just faking it up here. So it does feel like at any moment someone's going to open the curtain and reveal that I'm not meant to be here. But yeah.
Amazing. And it must have been crazy to play songs in like different states and countries.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Getting the opportunity to travel and do stuff. I mean, even like rolling up to San Francisco last week, essentially it was like I got to do a fun road trip with some of my friends, and we got to play music when we got there.
Yeah.
So it's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great thing to end on.
Great
Great answer. You want to get into the last song, and then we'll wrap it up with a couple more things.
Yeah, should I do an intro for this at all? Like the preface?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill,
Yeah.
should I give a little preface?
Yeah,
That'd be
give a
great.
preface.
So Chad likes us to do covers here, usually, I believe, right? It's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a song by this old band, the New Blueberry Town Players. It's a classic. If you haven't heard it, you got to look it up. It's hard to find. Look it up on Discogs if you can. New Blueberry Town Players, off the record Back from the Dead. And it's called Breathe Underwater.
If I could breathe underwater, then I'd live in the sea. If I could walk 1,000 miles, I'd have you next to me. But would I have an answer to give me peace of mind? All I want is a person to remind me when to breathe. If I could live 1,000,000 years, I'd have nothing to see. If I had money I could spend, would it set me free? Well, I just want an answer to give me peace of mind. All I want is a person to remind me when to breathe.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chad.
That was amazing. Thank you for being here. couldn't tell you enough how much we appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for being so patient. I'm glad we got it fucking going.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it's
no,
been
of
a
course.
minute.
So Robert and I are massive fans. Robert's shot many of your shows, and we when we started this whole thing like 3 years ago, there was like 4 bands on our list of like, all right, we got to get these bands eventually, and it was like you, Pangea, and like 2 other, I can't even remember who, but you were
They're not important.
yeah, exactly. So we've accomplished our goals. I think this is probably the last episode. Thanks.
Yeah, right. That honestly means a lot. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And again, yeah, thank you for being so patient. I'm glad we finally made it work. And I'm glad we got to do such a special version of it.
Yeah.
This makes it really, really neat.
Totally, it's beautiful, beautiful. Do you have anything maybe we didn't cover in the interviews, or any upcoming stuff
Anything
you wanted to
plug?
talk about?
Man, I'm like the worst person when it comes to plugging stuff. Rayleigh, you got anything to plug? No, we got. How frequently do these come out? Like if I say dates, are they?
It'll probably be out in like a few weeks. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Forget about it. You guys are gonna miss all the shows. No, the only thing I'd say genuinely is thank you to anybody that's ever listened to the music that I make, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to do this and have such talented friends and have people like you guys doing cool stuff, and yeah, thank you very much.
Amazing. Damn. Now I have to thank the sponsors, but it's gonna sound way less beautiful.
Can I do it? I can do that.
Do you want to?
Yeah, who are this? I'll do like an announcer voice for it.
Yeah, please do.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we have our sponsor, Guayaki Yerba Mate, giving energy to the masses since it's low sugar, it's 15 calories per can, and it is delicious. Drink Guayaki. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been thirsty? Have you ever been parched? You need a Topo Chico sparkling mineral water. Not your average mineral water. It's got a twist of grapefruit, and it is refreshing and delicious. It's like, it's spicy. It's not spicy. It's not spicy. Sorry, the sponsors are just letting me know it's not spicy.
Not spicy,
But
not
it
spicy.
is delicious. We'll have a quick sip here. It's not spicy at all. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Chad. I hope that was okay. Did that work? Do we have anything else? Let me plug something. Hand me stuff.
The last one is DC Shoes. Thank you, DC Shoes.
Oh yeah, thank you, DC Shoes, for making our '90s skate kid dreams come true.
Thank you, DC. We love you.
Thank you, DC.
And that's all. I think that is it from my end. Unless anybody else, Bill, Elena, anything?
I'd like to thank Nestle and Amazon and
Jesus, Bill. No, cut that off. Cut his mic. Can we cut his mic? Cut his mic.
Anything from your end? Are we all good? Awesome. Well, thanks again for making the drive from West LA all the way up to Pomona.
right. Yeah.
And again, thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
thank you. Honestly, thank you guys, and thanks to people out there in the internet.
Amazing. All right. We'll see you soon.